Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He'll get this to about the 38. The Patriots hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
In motion, the tight end. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Running left, it's Strong. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. But they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just...
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe... possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots 18. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Breida is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on first down. Jones to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Off the play fake. Jones. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Ramondre Stevenson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Jones. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robert Tonyan, 61 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. pulls it in at the 13. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. That's into the hands of Edwards. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got a man, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point safely through. And this is back to a 5-point game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some space here. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, our field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got this complete to Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. The slot man in motion right. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? He's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 43 yards. And the Giants have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 51 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff, Strong running left. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. 3rd down here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Let's go. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a toss right to Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. second down. Here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for one reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.